All right. So, those who are wondering, if you're here yesterday, you're watching on Bassmaster.com, I've kind of filled in because our good friend Dave Mercer, of course, the famous Bass MC, does all these Bassmaster Elite Series events. Of course, you see him on the Bassmaster Classic stage. He had a wonderful, wonderful event this week, and that was the graduation of his son, Jack. So we're excited he was able to attend that, and we know he is coming here and he's definitely going to be here this weekend. We know that for sure. We're hoping he might even get here halfway through the weigh-in so he can take over services here. Oh, what do we got here? Look at that. He just parachuted in moments ago. We were all facing the stage, so you missed it. It happened behind you. Parachuted in just so he could be here. He hasn't really done this much. Right there. Yes. Okay. Give it up for our good friend, Dave Mercer.
Thank you. First of all, let's hear it for Chris Bowes, who covered for me the last, day and a bit. Thank you very much. Honestly, hear it for Chris Bowes. That was very awkward. I'm sorry. That's my employer's way of making sure I don't show up late again. They were like, you showed up late? We're going to put you in the back of a Tundra and embarrass you. You guys ready to start this weigh-in? Are you ready to start this weigh-in? This is the TNT Fireworks Bassmaster Elite at Smith Lake. Are you guys ready? Let's get ready to weigh in our very first angler, a Bassmaster Open winner from Bowmanville, Ontario, Canada, Cooper Gallant. I know everybody thinks that we made a show like I just showed up, but I literally just got here like seconds ago. 14 pounds, 4 ounces. What a day today. Gives him 26 pounds and an ounce. He moves into 4th place currently. £26 an ounce. Coop, I have absolutely no idea what's happened in this tournament. I just got here, but it looks like it's going fairly well for you and better today than yesterday.
Yeah, today was a much better day. I just got comfortable in a couple different areas, and there's so many bass here out here on Smith Lake, and I kept telling myself, most of us are catching 10 to 50 bass a day, and it's like, kept telling myself I'm due for a couple big bites, and got 5 decent bites today. Hopefully we can do it tomorrow, and hopefully we can do even a little bit better, but looking forward to getting out tomorrow, and hopefully we crack a big bag.
Great job. Keep it rolling. We'll see you back here tomorrow. He's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Millville, New Jersey. GDP, Greg DePalma. Had a big day yesterday, 13 pounds, 6 ounces. 5 fish to add to that here today. 13.6 yesterday. Needs 15.12 to take the lead. Today, 5 fish for 9 pounds, 12 ounces. Moves into 5th place with 23 pounds and 2 ounces. Cut after day number 1 was 11 pounds, 6 ounces. So he's kind of on pace right there to sneak inside that top 50. And this is definitely one of those tournaments that, it's like a northern tournament now, how tight the weights are.
It definitely is. Good to see you, Dave. Good to be seen. Good. Today was a little bit different. Still had a ton of bites, just no big ones. So hopefully tomorrow I can get out there and do it all over again.
Go get him. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Let's keep him rolling with the 2-time Elite Series champion, the Tower of Power from Aiken, South Carolina, Jason Williamson. Jay Willie had 12 pounds even yesterday, so he was inside the cut after day number 1. By the looks of things, he's going to stay inside that cut and be fishing with us on semifinal Saturday, TNT Fireworks Bassmaster Elite at Smith Lake. 5 fish here today for Jay Willie. 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier and a 2-time Elite Series champion today. 11 pounds, 3 ounces. Gives him 23 pounds and 3 ounces. Moves into 5th place, and the goal today just to stay inside the top 50. The top 50 get an opportunity to fish on semifinal Saturday. Top 10 fish on Championship Sunday. Let's hear it for Jay Willie. So 23 pounds and 3 ounces, so it should be enough to go tomorrow, no?
Yeah, I sure hope so, man. It's a grind out there. It catch a lot of fish, but it's super hard to catch a 3 or 4 pounder. So if we can go out there and catch a couple 4-pounders tomorrow, we can get back in the top 10. Weights are really tight. It's a great lake, you know. It's full of bass, like I said, but extremely difficult to separate yourself from these other guys. Even when you go do something different, you seem to catch the same size fish. So you're just out there grinding, trying to keep them alive all day, and we'll go out there tomorrow and swing for them hard and try to make that top 10.
We'll make it happen. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Already took an Elite Series win earlier this year. He's an Elite Series rookie from Union City, Tennessee, John Garrett. 13 pounds, 8 ounces yesterday, so a good start to this event. Is backing it up here on day number 2 with another good limit of fish by the looks of things. 13.8 yesterday. Needs 15.10 to take the lead currently. 12 pounds, 7 ounces gives him 25 pounds, 15 ounces. And John Garrett moves into 5th place currently. So a decent tournament you're having here this week, but no gimmies out there.
No, not at all. I'm definitely satisfied with that. I didn't know if I could catch anything close to that coming into it. There's so many. I mean, you see the weights. I think you literally just said it. I was going to say it. So thanks for taking my words coming on. Yeah, just like a smallmouth tournament. It's like ounce by ounce by ounce. And, man, good ones are hard to come by. Been a blessed week, and looking forward to having some fun tomorrow.
Forward to watching it go down. Next up, had a big event in our last tournament. Came close to winning the Elite Series title. He's a 2-time Classic qualifier. Ray Hanselman Jr. had a big event just 2 weeks ago. Came close to taking that title home at 10 pounds, 4 ounces after day number 1. So just outside of the cut after day number 1. Let's see if we can get him in there. 12-1 today gives him 22 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into 8th place currently. So a little bit better day today, but we'll have to find out if it's good enough to go fishing on semifinal Saturday. $22 pounds, 5 ounces, puts you in 8th place currently, and a little bit better day today, but man, the VIP of this tournament may just be the culling beam.
Yeah, it's definitely, 40, 50 fish a day and ounces, and trying to keep them alive. I burned through 40 pounds of ice yesterday and 40 pounds today, and 2 bottles of hydrogen peroxide, and just whatever it takes to keep them swimming. It's hot out there, but I want to congratulate you and your family on that's great, man. And I want to thank Skeeter and Yamaha, and if I don't make the cut, I'm going to be westbound and down and headed to Texas. And it's been a great 3 weeks in Alabama, but I'm ready to get home. And one tip for July 5th, remember, have 10 fingers and 10 toes the morning after fireworks. So keep your eye on that.
All right, that's a great tip for anybody. Next time, thank you for the kind words. Next up, an Alabama angler. He's an Elite Series rookie. Let me hear it for Wesley Gore. 12 pounds, 7 ounces yesterday, so he's in the cut after day number 1. Not as good today, he said. Well, let's see. 5 fish here today. 11 pounds, 8 ounces gives him 23 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into 6th place currently. So we're going to have to see if it's enough to get out there tomorrow. I think you should have enough, no?
I hope so. It's a grind out there. I'm looking forward to going out there. If we get a chance to go, we may mix it up and go largemouth fishing. But if I don't get to go, I want to say thank you to everybody, my parents, my family. I got an army of people that's here, all these over here, that are here for me. Mountain Dew, Impulse, Excite Baits. I mean, there's Yamaha, Blazer, all these people that allow me to come out here and do this. So I got to thank them.
Thank you for being here, and we hope you're here tomorrow. We'll find out at the end of our way. And second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series from Gonzales, Louisiana, Logan Latuso. 9 pounds, 13 ounces yesterday for Logan. 5 fish to add to that here today. $9.13 after day number 1 at the TNT Fireworks Bassmaster Elite. At Smith Lake, and they are lively, lively fish. 9:13. Not always the best sign, though, Logan. The longer it takes for the weight to come up usually means they're small, pesky, and ornery. Logan Latuso made the top 10 in his first Bassmaster Elite Series event. Pretty cool stat. So did his father when he was on the Bassmaster Elite Series, made his first top 10 in his first event. Today, 9 pounds, 2 ounces, gives you 18 pounds, 15 ounces. Unfortunately, we don't have any time to talk to you because your fish took up all the time.
Yeah, I know. I just ain't had no big ones all week, but we'll get ready for the northern swing.
Looking forward to seeing you there. Safe travels. I know you're going to get loud, Alabama. One of your very own, a former Forest Wood Cup champion from Florence, Alabama, Justin Atkins. Had 12 pounds and 2 ounces after 1 day of competition, so he's inside the cut after yesterday. Let's keep him in there today. 5 fish here today. The former Bassmaster Open winner. 12-2 yesterday, today 12-12, so a little bit better with 24 pounds, 14 ounces. He moves into 6th place. Man, good tournament, consistent tournament, which consistency is not an easy thing to have here.
Yeah, no, this I fish down here a lot, and this place will humble you real quick. And we're on a little program that I don't get a lot of bites, but every now and then one of them's a good one. I got 2 today, managed to land 1. It's good enough to make Saturday. Let's go see if we can make it Sunday.
Always great to have you here. We'll see you tomorrow morning. A 6-time Bassmaster winner, a former progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Gonzales, Louisiana, the Hack Attack, Greg Hackney. 9:15 yesterday, 5 fish here today. 9:15 after 1 day of competition for the 18-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. 5 fish here today. Day number 2, TNT Fireworks Bassmaster Elite. 9:13 gives you 19 pounds, 12 ounces, and a consistent tournament, but unfortunately it looks like on the wrong side of it this time.
Yeah, a lot of bites this week, just not a lot of big ones. I don't know. I thought every day I'd get one. That's kind of the way practice had been. You'd have to go through a lot of bites, and I'd get a good bite. 3.5 pounder, which is a lot of places you need a 6 pounder. Here you need a 3.5 pounder, and I just never had that bite the last couple days. But you know what? It is what it is. We got a month off, and we'll do it again.
Well, you usually catch the big ones, and you did it our last event, so he's going to get a Phoenix Boats, a big bass bonus for that fish, which was, just stand right there. You look beautiful right there. 7 pounds, 9 ounces. Split that, actually, with Cliff Prince. That's kind of greedy. He doesn't need any part of that. He won the whole tournament.
So the word on the street is they think he caught the same fish I did.
Come on.
That's how good he is.
Wow. Well, maybe you can convince him. You get the Happy Gilmore check, so we'll see you in the next one. I know you're going to get loud for our next angler. He made the top 10 in our last event from DeBerry, Florida. Get loud for John Cox. Had 10 pounds and 10 ounces yesterday. 3 fish here today. 10-10 yesterday. 3 fish for John Cox here today. Those 3 fish on day number 2, TNT Fireworks Bassmaster Elite, 6 pounds, 2 ounces. And with 16-12, the only good news I have for you is at least you don't got to worry about making a cut tomorrow.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Some days you just don't catch them, and today I just missed them. It was, wasn't getting many bites, but man, this place, I got a lot more bites than I thought we were going to get, and everybody seemed like they caught fish, and it's just unfortunate I didn't get them today, but man, I'm going to go back. Actually, I'm going to fly home right now. I'm going to head out, and then I guess I'll be back whenever the next one is.
Well, a little time off. We look forward to seeing you down at ICAST, and we'll see you at the next one. Let's bring up a 3-time Bassmaster winner, 6-time Classic qualifier from Paducah, Kentucky, Mark Menendez. 6:13 yesterday, 2 fish to add to that here today. $6.13 yesterday, 2 fish here today for 3.5 gives you 10.2, and this one a tough one.
It was hot, it was miserable. I'm grateful for that 21-foot skeeter for all. This may be the roughest inland lake in the country, beginning on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, no, it was a tough deal. Never really got around in much. Worked hard. Didn't lose any fish at all. But got a lot of work to do at home, Dave. Doing a remodel at home, so I'm going to work on air conditioners right now.
All right. Well, enjoy the work. We'll see you up in our northern swing. He's a Bassmaster Elite Series champion and a 5-time Classic qualifier from Mississippi, Brock Mosley. 10 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 8 pounds, 15 ounces gives him 19.4, and unfortunately below the projected cut this time around, Brock.
Yeah, you know, as tight as the weights are here, you know, you can't make any mistakes. And I fished about as ugly as a tournament as you can fish. And, you know, pretty ticked off at myself about it. But, you know, it's been long, hot weeks, long, hot days all week. And, you know, Dakota Lithium's had me power through it. No issues. Run everything in my boat all day long. Hook gears kept me cool. But, you know, there's only so much clothes can do. I'm about ready to get out of heat for a few days. So that's going to be my excuse for not making the weekend.
Is that a classic way of saying you're leaving here to get naked?
Well,
I mean, you said there's only so much clothes can do, and now you're leaving.
well, I can't be home in 3 hours.
All right, well, get on out of here. Enjoy your travels. Let's bring out the first Canadian ever to win a Bassmaster Elite Series event from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Chris Johnston. 12-1 yesterday. Looks like another good day here today. 12 pounds an ounce yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Day number 2, moving day. Got to move inside the top 50, and that's where he has been. But I think he's going to move up even more. 12-1 yesterday, 5 fish here today. 12 pounds, 10 ounces gives him 24 pounds and 11 ounces, and he moves into 7th place. Critical Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points on the line. And we are heading north after this, so every single point you can get here this week is key.
It all helps. I'm looking forward to going north, catching some big brown fish, but I'm having fun out here on Smith Lake, to be honest. It's one of the best live scoping lakes I've fished for spotted bass. They're just not big. Catching 50, 60 bass a day, just going through them, and I can't get a big one, though. I have not laid my hands on a 3-pounder yet this week. They're kind of like unicorns out there, but hopefully tomorrow I can find one of them.
Make it happen. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Alabama, I know you're going to get very loud. From Alabama, the reigning and defending Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Classic champion, Justin Himner. Came into this event in 2nd place for Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points. Had a big day yesterday, 14-1 to date. 5 fish, 14-1 yesterday. Today, 12 pounds, 10 ounces gives him 26 pounds, 11 ounces, and he moves into 3rd place in this tournament, sitting in 3rd place, just 2 pounds, 7 ounces short of the overall lead. And big bites like that are the difference maker. Not going to weigh that one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Not going to take it over at 4.9. Yeah, 4.9 for 4.6. But hey, you rallied. I mean, watching you on live today, it did look like it might not have been 12 pounds.
That was brutal for a little while. I don't know. I started out with that big one and thought it was going to be really good, but I know where they're at. They just making me mad. So I hope we can. Hey, Scarlett. Glad to have my family here. You know, this place is fishing tough right now, but there's some giants in here, and I'm ready to get back out there because I know where they're at, and if I can just get them to bite, we'll be real good.
Gonna be a fun day tomorrow. Can't wait to watch it go down from one Alabama angler to the other, to another. From Alabama, let me hear it for Joseph Webster. 11 pounds, 13 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Let's get Joseph inside the top 50. 99 anglers competing. 50 will go out tomorrow. 9 pounds even today. Gives you 20 pounds, 13 ounces. And unless the cut goes down, unfortunately, you may be outside of it, Joseph.
Yeah, I'm afraid of that, but, you know, I run all over this thing today, had 1 fish at about 1 o'clock, and kind of survived it a little bit, but I don't think I'll survive making the cut. But, you know, it is what it is, and I thought I had a chance maybe to win this thing, but they just left. The herring's gone. I don't know what happened to them, but these boys will figure them out, so we might get a shot at it. We'll see.
Keep our fingers crossed. Would love to see that happen for you. He won the first Elite Series event he ever fished. He's a 2-time Bassmaster winner from South Carolina, Brian New. Had 14 pounds, 3 ounces yesterday, so a big day number 1. 5 fish to add to that here today. Let's get him inside the top 50. 14.3 yesterday. Today, 5 fish. 12 pounds and an ounce, puts him in 5th place with 26 pounds and 4 ounces. So Brian New having a great tournament here at the TNT Fireworks Bassmaster Elite. That's Smith Lake here, 26 pounds, 4 ounces. So you're hammering them this week. This is a good tournament.
It is. I thought you got fired or something, though. Where you been, man?
I did. Just for one day I got fired.
Well, I've been fired all year, and I finally got hired back. But, yeah, I don't know. This place, it fishes a lot like Lake Norman. I spent a lot of time there growing up, and, you know, it's fun, man. Catching some fish and, you know, making it back. And we're going to go out there and bounce around tomorrow, and hopefully we need to step it up, though. I had another good day. I just didn't have a great big one like I did yesterday. So, a lot of fun. It's good to see you, and it's good to see all these people out here. Smith Lake it don't suck.
It don't suck. Well, it's good to see you as well. We'll see you here tomorrow. You don't only have the Bassmaster Classic champion in Alabama, you also have the reigning Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year, Stone Cold Kyle Welcher. The two biggest trophies in this sport, and both of them owned by Alabama anglers right now. Had 11 pounds, 14 ounces yesterday. So he was on the right side of the cut after day number 1. Let's keep him there. 5 fish here today. 12 pounds, 5 ounces with 24 pounds, 3 ounces. Stone Cold Kyle Welcher is going to be part of our semifinal Saturday field. 50 anglers will be battling it out here on Smith Lake. And 50 anglers and about 1,500 wakeboard boats from what I hear tomorrow. Will that affect things?
Yeah, it definitely will, especially for the guys making a long run. And if you run out of the Ryan Creek arm and go up the other side, it seems like that's where they really like to get up there and party. But it's going to be a good day to be an icon tomorrow. You know, I got pretty desperate today at like 10 o'clock. I finally caught my 5th one, and I just threw everything out the window. Started running new water and ran into some good ones and caught everything I had. So if those wake boats kind of impede where I'm fishing, we'll just move around some.
Sounds like a plan. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Alabama. Here is, maybe the governor of Alabama, 2-time Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Gunnersville, Alabama, the incomparable G-Man, Gerald Swindle. 11 pounds and 6 ounces to start the day. Gerald says he needs 12 pounds. Let's give him that. 11 pounds, 8 ounces. Gives him 22 pounds and 14 ounces. Digging deep inside that Crush City weigh-in bag. There you go. 22 pounds, 14 ounces. G, good to see you, and you know, I know you want to make the cut, but let's talk about who we got joining us here on stage.
Let's talk about real life stuff. This here's a guy that wanted to come meet me. He's friends with Dan O'Sullivan. His name is Aiden. Everybody say hey to Aiden. He's in 8th grade. He's been fighting brain cancer since January. And I'm here to say I think he's going to whip his ass. I probably shouldn't have said that on y'all, but we praying for him, and that's what we want. If he wanted to come up on this stage and know what it's like to be a Bassmaster, meet Dave Mercer, and son, you've seen it all now. You see all the fans, and the crowd will get bigger and bigger. They blowing bubbles right there for you, celebrating your victory. You want to tell Dave anything about your fishing?
Not really. I like Texas rigs. That's about it.
You like Texas rigs? You let Gerald do all the talking?
Yes, sir.
He's your favorite, Gerald? How come?
He was born and raised right where I live, right around there.
Well, that's a good reason. That is a good. I mean, you're my favorite too. Don't take it in. Don't be insulted.
I think it kind of puts it in perspective for me because I get out on the water and like, man, I'm so stressed trying to catch them. I want to do good. I want to do good. And when you come in and you meet somebody who really is fighting a bigger issue than catching a stupid fish on live scope in the middle of the lake, it kind of brings me back down to earth. Because we get caught up in what we're doing, Dave, and you have one of the greatest jobs out here, and you're one of the greatest at it. But sometimes we get caught up in work, and I know that for all of us, sometimes sit back and realize what our problems are. They ain't that bad, because I guarantee if I asked each one of y'all to stand up and put your problems in a briefcase, and you looked around at everybody else's briefcase, you'd probably pick your problems back up and go home, because you'd figure out they ain't that bad at all. But my man right here, he gonna take it all the way to the bank, son. You gonna prime time, high step it all the way in victory lane, because Jesus for heals.
Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Gerald Swindle. Aiden, good meeting you, and we'll see you up here in a few years. You gonna fish the Elite Series one day?
Yeah.
Texas rig work good here. I'll see you. Let's hear it for Aiden as he leaves the stage, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring out a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, former Elite Series champion from Georgia, Drew Cook. 9 pounds, 7 ounces yesterday. Day 2's usually better for Drew. We needed a little bit better to get him inside that top 50. 970 yesterday. Today, 5 fish for Drew Cook, the former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year, and also a member of the Bassmaster Century Club. 9.7 yesterday, 11.14 today, gives him 21 pounds, 5 ounces. He moves into 16th place currently. Top 50 get an opportunity to fish on semifinal Saturday, and he's inside that cut so far. We'll have to see how it all shakes out here. Have to see how it all shakes out, but nothing's guaranteed here today.
No, I'm not. I don't feel really good about it, but you know, this whole tournament I kind of gambled on a pretty special, fun bite. I was throwing a big darter glide bait from Clutch, but it was 51 miles the other way. So yesterday with the storms and everything, it was kind of funky, and I had to come back and catch what I caught, and I kind of thought it was pretty good. But today I run all the way over there after catching a limit, and I had 4 of the right bites and caught 2 of them. And I caught the first 2, and I was like, man, here he is. There's day 2 Drew, and it just didn't happen. But I fished like it was gonna happen, and what can you say? I just want to say hey to everybody at home. I can't wait to go spend some time with my little boys and my wife, and you know, enjoy things.
Enjoy yourself. Look forward to seeing you at the next one. Having a big event here this week, and a big event at our last event. Made a top 10 there from Blue Ash, Ohio. Let me hear it for Alex Redwine. 14 pounds, 8 ounces yesterday. So a great tournament here. Looking to make back-to-back top 10s on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Got it done a little over a week ago on Wheeler. And looks like he's on pace to do it again here this week. 12 pounds, 8 ounces. With 27 pounds even, he moves into 3rd place. Digging deep in that Crush City weigh-in bag. Let me hear it for Alex Redwine. So great tournament, man. You figured some stuff out at Wheeler, and you're keeping it rolling by the looks of things.
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, yesterday helped me out a lot, and going into practice, I thought I could get maybe between that 11.5 to 12.5 pounds. Yesterday kind of blew me away. I just happened to catch a couple 3-pounders, and today I was missing a 3-pounder. It's a little bit slower, but that's all part of it. I mean, we're going to get to survive another day. I got to give a huge shout out to Miller Tech batteries. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched live today. You saw what I was doing, and probably most of the other field was doing. Just trolling, motoring around on high and looking for those fish. And you got to have good batteries for that. So I got to give a shout out to them. And shout out to everyone back home watching me, people who watched today, whatever. Hopefully I wasn't too goofy on there and had some fun and caught a few fish. Hopefully we can do decent tomorrow, catch a few more fish, and hopefully we catch a 3-pounder tomorrow. That's what would be a lifesaver.
Love to see you make it happen. Make back-to-back top 10s. Next up from Oklahoma, his 2nd season on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Let me hear it for John Sokup. 10 pounds, 11 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. Let's get him inside that cut. 10, 11 yesterday. Today, 5 fish, 12 pounds and an ounce. So a little bit better day today. Moves him all the way up to 16th place with 22 pounds and 12 ounces. Let me hear it for John Sokup. So a little bit better day today, but I mean, you know, you see a little increase in weight, and I don't think it's just one bite. I mean, guys are increasing. Watching how often people are calling. I mean, it's ounces you guys are fighting for here this week.
Yeah, these guys are so good. I did the math. If everything doubled, I needed 12 pounds to get in today. So I just need 9 guys to get up there and get in that top 50. So I found a little spot that I really did well this morning. I mean, I caught 20 or 30 fish on it. So if I get a fish tomorrow, I know where I'm starting. Maybe I'll sneak in. Hopefully, maybe be in that 48th, 50th spot. Maybe like the best position, just go swing for the fence tomorrow.
I hope it works out for you. We'll try to fire through this weigh-in quickly and get you an answer. His 2nd season on the Bassmaster Elite Series from Wisconsin. Let me hear it for Kyle Norsetter. 10 pounds, 11 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. $10, $11 after day number 1. Today, 12 pounds, 4 ounces gives him 22 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves into 15th place, so a little bit better day today. $22 pounds, 15 ounces, currently sitting in 15th place, so we'll have to see how it all shakes out, Kyle.
Yeah, yesterday I couldn't squeeze a big bite, and today my big bite hit, and my drag wasn't tight. And a miracle happened. It came back and ate it, and I grabbed the top of that spinning rod and sent it to heaven. And she got in the boat, 3-pounder. So hopefully that one gets me there till tomorrow. Really want to fish tomorrow. Missed the last 2 cuts, and we need to get these wheels back on track. So we'll see what happens. And truthfully, it's good to have you back.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad to be back too. Next up, we got another Bassmaster Elite Series rookie. Won an open last year from Cooperstown, New York. Kyle Patrick. 13 pounds, 8 ounces yesterday, so having a great derby here this week. TNT Fireworks Bassmaster Elite. A timely sponsorship with the 4th of July being next week. 13 pounds, 3 ounces. What a tournament he's having with 26-11. He moves into 5th place currently. Just 2 pounds, 7 ounces short of the overall lead, but let me hear it for Kyle Patrick. Wardrobe malfunction, forgot the hood was up. You can do whatever you want up here.
Yeah, it looks better. My girlfriend told me it looks better when I don't have my hood on. So, yeah, I had to.
Not have your hood on.
No, I definitely don't go against what Caroline says. But hey, it's great to have you back, Dave. I mean, I love Chris. Don't get me wrong, but you just complete this stage. But yeah, yeah, no, it was a fun day. I got a nice 3.5-pound largemouth 10 minutes before I came in, so can't complain about that.
Thank you for the kind words. Keep the good tournament going, and we'll see you tomorrow. Speaking of good tournaments, what a season he is having. 19-year-old fishing phenom, leading everything there is to lead. Trey McKinney. Leading Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year, leading Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year. He's the youngest Elite Series champion in history. Had 12 pounds, 2 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. $9 pounds, 4 ounces gives him 21 pounds, 6 ounces. He moves into 20th place currently. $21 pounds and 6 ounces. $21 pounds, 6 ounces, and okay, here I'll clarify something for those of you wondering, and this going to be that one. 4 pounds, 8 ounces. That's a brand new Phoenix Boats Big Bass, and you may be wondering, how does he only weigh 9 pounds, 4 ounces with those 2 big ones he held up, and obviously he had a limit. 7 minutes late, so that means that he said it's a pound a minute. I'm not real good at math, but that is a painful, painful penalty to take here.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, there's not much I can say on it. You know, I thought I was literally at awe of how good I was catching them. I was almost fun fishing at the end of the day. To be honest with you, I caught that last 4-8. I was like, hey, I'm just going to go practice for tomorrow. And I caught that other big one, and I got caught up, And I mean, all I can do is pray about it to just get me over it. I mean, it hurts. Like I mean, you know what it is. I had everything right here in my hands on a self-inflicted, penalty. So hopefully we go out. If we do make the check tomorrow, hopefully we can go out there, maybe swing again, maybe hopefully gain some points. But he's got a plan. We just got to pray about it, let him work it out, and see what happens. It's all out of my control now.
You just lost track of time.
Well, I thought it was exactly. Actually, I come back to the ramp because I wouldn't be late, and I was fishing. I caught one. I cold. I was like, oh man, we're doing good. This is getting ready to be exciting, pumped up, and all of a sudden I'm like, man, something don't feel right. Shoot! I'm like, oh, and then I ran to the boat ramp and 7 minutes late. So
painful, but still a great day. Let's hear it for him. What a season he's having. From Tennessee, give me a little love for a former Bassmaster College champion, Cole Sands. Had 12 pounds, 10 ounces. Five fish here today. 12-10 yesterday. 5 fish for Cole Sands here today. Those 5, 13 pounds, 4 ounces. Gives him 25 pounds and 14 ounces. And he moves into 10th place currently with 25-14. A great tournament for Cole Sands here this week. 25-14, so a good tournament.
Man, just God has blessed me this week. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants and just doing whatever feels good. And caught him doing one thing yesterday and caught him doing something completely different today. And caught that big largemouth on a Yozuri pencil right there. Actually had all that weight by like 8:30 this morning. So hey, I wanted to say hey to my family. Just thank the good Lord above, and thank all my sponsors who make this possible.
It's great to have you here. See you back here tomorrow morning. Let's bring on Elite Series champion and a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a calm, cool cat from Colgate, Oklahoma, Luke Palmer. 12 pounds, 4 ounces yesterday, 5 fish to add to that here today. Today, 13 pounds of 5 ounces. 25 pounds and 9 ounces. He moves into 11th place.
Well, you did that now. It's gone now.
25 pounds, 9 ounces, sitting in 11th place and having a good tournament.
You know, I was needing a good tournament, you know, especially going up north. You know, I normally have struggled up there a little bit. Last year I kind of had a little exception, so it was good to kind of get the ball rolling in the right direction, because it's definitely been a very trying year this year so far. So, but you know, looks like we're gonna make that cut, get us a check, and gonna get to go fishing tomorrow. And this place here, anything can happen. You know, someone catches 14, 15 pounds, you can really change up. And I like these close tournaments because anybody's got a shot.
See you back here tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. takeoff time. I'm excited to bring him out. He is your day one leader, a 4-time Classic qualifier from Newcomerstown, Ohio, Hunter Shryock. Had 15-15 yesterday. 5 fish here today. Needs 13-3 to take the lead, but right now just focused on staying inside that top 50. 10 pounds, 4 ounces, gives him 26 pounds, 3 ounces. He moves into 8th place currently. Hunter, I was watching it live today. Obviously, you know, pretty excited to see what happened yesterday. But, I mean, today's weight, it could have been a lot worse. You know, going down to the wire, it looked like it was a real crash and burn. You pulled this one out of the ashes.
Definitely, but you know what? That's what got me here, and I'm playing with fire, and I got burnt today. But honestly, with the weights being as close as what they are, I saw some really cool things this afternoon. I mean, it wasn't really cool. I saw a 4.5-pound spot and another 3-pound largemouth just completely missed my topwater. But you capitalize on those bites, they get them. We're talking a whole different story right now. So tomorrow, you know, 15 to 17 pounds is not out of the question. I've seen it. It's just a matter of getting those bites, and we're just going to roll the dice and see what happens. I'm excited for it because you don't get that opportunity too many times, and, you know, it's just one of those weird events, but it's in the middle of the summer, tough tournament. I like it.
Love having you here. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Another guy having a big tournament, already won the Elite Series title earlier this year from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Corey Johnston. 14 pounds, 12 ounces yesterday. Looks like another good day here today. He needs 14.6 to take the lead. 5 fish here on day number 2, TNT Fireworks Bassmaster Elite. 12 pounds, 10 ounces. He moves into 3rd place with 27 pounds and 6 ounces. Digging deep in that Crush City weigh-in bag. Let's hear it for Power Pole Pro Corey Johnston. 27 pounds, 6 ounces, so a little tougher day today, but still well within the cut and well within striking distance to win your 2nd title this season. And you told me after you won that first one, you said, I think I got another one in me. Is this it?
I don't know. I mean, it was a struggle today for sure. I caught lots of nice fish. I just never caught any real big ones. So I don't know. I'm going to switch things up tomorrow. Not really sure what I'm going to do yet, but I'm running low on fish, so I'm going to see if we can't maybe catch a few largemouth tomorrow. We'll see.
Forward to seeing how it works out. Always great to have you here. Let's bring out a 4-time Angler of the Year, the 2020 Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Texas, Clark Wendlandt. 8 pounds, 15 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today for Clark Wendlandt. $8.15 yesterday. Today, 5 fish for 8 pounds, 6 ounces. Gives him 17.5. Consistent tournament, but unfortunately on the wrong side of the cut this time around, Clark.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. A lot of guys are really consistent. If they got 10, they got 10 today. Tell me about Canadian weather right now. Is it nice?
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing, I'm thinking.
Why are you saying this?
Well, I'm just curious because we're heading to New York, so I figure it's going to be pretty good weather there.
Wonderful weather, yeah. 9 weeks a year, it's gorgeous.
And the rest of the year, it's terrible.
Oh, no, not. Well, yeah, it is actually mostly.
Yeah, it's terrible most of the year, but yeah, I look forward to going north. It'll be fun.
Looking forward to seeing you there. Safe travels. Next up, from Wisconsin, a 2-time Bassmaster winner. Both those wins came here in the great state of Alabama. Let me hear it for Caleb Kufal. 11 pounds, 3 ounces yesterday. Today, 5 fish. Took a win, Elite Series win on Gunnersville, and an open win right here on Smith. Today, 13 pounds, 2 ounces, so a better day today with 24 pounds, 5 ounces. He returns to the scene of his 2019 Bassmaster Open win and should have done enough to get himself out there tomorrow with his rally on day 2, a total of 24 pounds and 5 ounces. Gonna weigh that one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 4 pounds, 8 ounces. 4 pounds, 7 ounces, so not going to take that over. But, hey, Alabama's been good to you. Smith's been good to you, and it was good to you today. Should have rallied you back inside this tournament cut.
Yeah, hopefully get to go tomorrow. It was a fun day today. I'm catching everything on top water, so anytime you get that kind of bite, it's really impressive. So hopefully, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I don't know, I might make a long run tomorrow. We'll see.
All right, we look forward to seeing how it all works out for you. Alabama, one of your very own. He's an Elite Series champion from Springville, Alabama. The little ball of hate, Wes Logan. 11 pounds, 8 ounces yesterday. Celebrated his 30th birthday. Oh. He says, don't remind me. I mean, you don't know how many people are yelling at you right now. 30 is not, trust me. 13 pounds, 4 ounces. A good day for this elderly angler with 24 pounds, 12 ounces. $24.12, nothing wrong with that.
No, I told myself I thought if I could average 12 a day, I'd have a really good tournament. And I don't know, we're on pace for it, a little bit above it, but tomorrow's going to be a little different deal. You're going to have to deal with the weight boats and stuff. It's going to shake some stuff up for sure. I may try and gamble a little bit and burn a lot of gas, but I don't know. Got real fortunate day, very blessed day. I don't know. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, but again, a lot of stuff's going to change up, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
All right, we'll look forward to how it goes, watching how it goes down tomorrow. Next up, a 4-time Bassmaster winner, a back-to-back Bassmaster Classic champion from Maiden, North Carolina, Hank Cherry. 10 pounds, 7 ounces yesterday. 4 fish here today. $7 pounds, 2 ounces gives him 17.9, and unfortunately, not going to be working this weekend on the water anyways.
No, I'm taking a quick trip to the house. I suck. That's all I can say. Today was bad. Yesterday was bad. But, hey, to all the men and women in the military out there, appreciate what you do. We couldn't do this without you. Smith Lake's been good to me. I won my very first Open here to get to my first Classic. Got all this stuff going today. And yesterday, it just really kind of kicked my butt. Catching a lot of fish on top water. Problem is, when you're doing that, like Hunter said, you don't land them. It's feast or famine. And today was real famine. I mean, McKinney got penalized 7 minutes and still beat me. It is what it is. You take your lumps, good to bad. It's been a good year. 5 out of 7 cuts. I'm not going to complain. Go home, cool off, and get ready to go up north in Jackson Smallmouth.
Great way to look at things. We look forward to seeing you there. Alabama, one of your very own, just a few weeks ago, caught the Alabama state record bluefin tuna. Let me hear it for David Gaston. He's a Bassmaster Classic qualifier and 832-pound bluefin tuna, right?
31.
Sorry, 831 pounds. Sorry. I was off a pound. Does it really matter when they're that big? 11-12 yesterday. Today, 5 fish for 10-13 gives them 22 pounds, 9 ounces. You're in 25th place currently, and I don't know if you're fishing this weekend. And I know being in Alabama, this one hurts a little bit.
It does. I think it's going to be really close if I'm not the last one in. I mean, if I don't make it, at least I won't have to sit in the sun another day. But, I mean, the fishing's good. They're just not big. You catch a pile of them. So, I mean, you're not bored. You're casting at fish all day. So, I mean, I don't know if I'll miss it or not. But, I mean, I don't want to miss it.
I don't want you to miss it, but we'll try to get through this as quickly as possible and get you an answer. He's an Elite Series champion, a former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year from Wisconsin. Give me a little love for Jay Shakurat. Made the top 10 at Wheeler just a couple weeks ago. Had 13-11 yesterday. Let's see if we can get him in back-to-back 10 cuts, which is a scary thought with the thought that we head north after this. Fisheries that he's done very well on in the past. 13-11 yesterday. Today, 14-8. Moves into second place. Just 15 ounces short of the overall lead with 28 pounds and 3 ounces. £28 pounds and 3 ounces. This one needs to be better than 4.8. Not going to do that. 3.15. But hey, back-to-back 10 cuts. Not a bad way to do things.
Yeah, it's a possibility. We still have to go out and fish tomorrow. Looks like Cody Huff's catching them pretty good, so got to stay up with him. Got to stay up with the big boys at the top. But anyways, hi to everybody back home. It's still hot down here in case you're wondering, but at home it's pretty nice. And the smallmouth are biting, but the spotted bass are biting out here, so I'm looking forward to getting back out there.
Go get ready and get ready. We'll see you back here tomorrow. The only Australian ever to win a Bassmaster Elite Series event. Fear my heart, Carl Jacobson. 11 pounds even yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. £11 pounds even yesterday. 5 fish here on day number 2. TNT Fireworks Bassmaster Elite. 12 pounds, 2 ounces gives him 23 pounds and 2 ounces. Puts him in 23rd place currently with 23 pounds and 2 ounces for the 2-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. 23 pounds, 2 ounces. You wanted 12 today, and you got 12 too, so you got to be happy with that.
Yep, just need to keep making those cuts. It's going to be close. I knew I needed over 12 pounds, and just having a blast. Smith Lake is an incredible lake. It's just loaded full of fish. I love coming here. We don't live too far. I fished one of my first Bassmaster Opens here in like 2011 and 12, and I made a 10 cut here, and I was back at the hotel. I didn't think I was going to make it, and Chris Bowes was like, you better get back here in the 12 cut. So I have some good memories from this place, and we are, if you haven't seen, we have the FEMA Heart Incentive going. We're giving $1,000 away to one of the Elite Series anglers that does something positive. So if you're out there and you see one of the elite guys doing something cool, show them sportsmanship, heart, grit, all of those good things that this life is about. Let us know, and we're going to give $1,000 away. Caleb Summerall won the first one, and Cliff Prince won it last week for his inspirational win, and we're looking to give it away again this week at Smith. So appreciate everyone. I hope I'm fishing tomorrow.
Great program. Thank you very much for everything you're doing. Alabama, one of your very own. He's a former Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Alabama, Scott Canterbury. Scott Canterbury, 10 pounds, 3 ounces yesterday, 5 fish to add to that here today. A 2-time FLW Tour winner and a 4-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. Had 10 pounds, 3 ounces yesterday. Today, 5 fish for Scott Canterbury here in his home state of Alabama. The second of 2 back-to-back Alabama events. 9 pounds, 15 ounces gives him 20 pounds, 2 ounces. He moves into 32nd place, and unfortunately, a little below the projected cut this time around. Tough one, but you get to stay close to home anyways.
Yeah, it's been a tough one for me to catch some good fish, man. It's a beautiful lake. I love fishing here. I've won a lot of money on this lake. And I tell you what, I just struggled this week. I didn't never get around the right quality fish for one thing, but a lot of you see, there's so many fish in the lake. It's a lot of fun. You catch a bunch, but man, these fish have got like the Midas touch. I've never seen fish with breaks like these fish. They'll come out of 25 foot and meet your bait at 10 and then stop dead on it, head back down, or they'll chase it down and stop when they get to it. They can see really good. They're hard to catch, and I tell you, I struggled this week. But it's a lot of fun using light line. I use spinning rods all week and tried to catch spotted bass. It just didn't work out. Man, the crowd's good. It's going to be really good this weekend. Alabama's going to show out. And looking forward to the rest of the season. Hope to get up north. I got to get things rolling, get some checks, get some, maybe do a top 10 or something this year, hopefully. But appreciate everybody coming out. Looking forward to seeing y'all this weekend.
Always great to have you here. Another Elite Series champion from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, the sleepy assassin, Austin Felix. Had 11 pounds even yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 11.6 was the cut after day number 1. Today, 10 pounds, 2 ounces gives him 21 pounds, 2 ounces. And unfortunately, outside the projected cut this time around, Austin.
Yeah, I never got a big bite in this tournament, and obviously it shows big bites are key here when it's so tight. We'll see. At least I kind of broke the one really good, one really bad pattern I was on, so I should be right there about in the middle. We're going to have some work to do to make the Classic here with the last 2 events. I figure I'll probably have to get some top 20, something like that, just to make her good, but we've done it before, so we'll just point her north and can't wait.
We'll make it happen. We'll see you there. Next up, speaking of the north, from Rathdrum, Idaho, a 6-time Bassmaster winner, 2-time Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year. From Rathdrum, Idaho, the prodigy, Brandon Polinick. 13 pounds, 12 ounces yesterday, so a good day number 1. And looks like day 2, pretty decent as well. 13-12 yesterday, 5 fish here today. 12 pounds, 2 ounces gives him 25 pounds and 14 ounces. He moves into 13th place, and cut ice cream will be on the menu this evening. 25-14, so you're inside the projected cut, and that'll make everybody back at Camp Polnick very happy.
Yep, once again, I don't have to sleep outside. I get to enjoy the air conditioning. We get to go get ice cream. Not sure where that's going to happen yet. Hopefully they got something picked out, but yeah, it's a kind of a struggle, but I've been able to catch one good bite every day. Yesterday I had a 4-pounder, today I had a 3-pounder, and that's kind of just that separating difference. Hi, Cora. For those of you that can't see, my 2-year-old daughter's down there. Even if I don't catch them, that makes it all worth it. Like, because there's been several times this year that I have not caught them, and every single time she runs up and gives me a giant hug when I get off the water, because she really doesn't know and she doesn't care.
That's what it's all about, my friend. He's a 4-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier and Elite Series champion from Japan. Get loud for Takumi Ito. Had 13 pounds, 10 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 13-10 yesterday. Let's get him inside the cut. These 3 big events to finish the season to stay inside the Classic cut. 13-10 after day number 1. 5 fish here today. 13-11, so an even better day today with 27 pounds, 5 ounces. Takumi Ito moves into 5th place. 27 pounds and 5 ounces. Takumi Ito sitting in 5th place. We talked last week. You said I need 3 big tournaments to make the Classic, and this has been a big one for you. And after this, we do head to Smallmouth Disneyland, and I know you're looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, so it's very, very important 3 tournament for me. So because this year that pretty hard year, but Smith Lake, Champlain, Central and River. So I can hopefully I want to get the top 10 all tournament in the top 10. So I want to get making a Classic. So just now taku is what place?
In 5th place.
Oh, fifth place. Okay, so hopefully I wanna win this tournament.
I want you to win this tournament too. Go win it. We'll see you back here tomorrow. He's a 3-time Bassmaster winner, a 3-time TTBC winner, and 9-time Classic qualifier from Huntington, Texas, Keith Combs. At 10 pounds and 9 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. 10-9 yesterday. 5 fish here today for Keith Combs. Those 5 fish at 10 pounds and 9 ounces. Puts him in 21st place, or with 21 pounds, 2 ounces. Unfortunately, outside the projected cut, but consistent weights, I guess.
Yeah, consistency I had, just consistently bad. I mean, it's the kind of place where 10-9 is, terrible, 11-9 is doing pretty good, and 12-9 is just really catching them. And today I caught a ton of fish, kind of like yesterday, just those 3-pound bites that are so important here. They just kind of evaded me, but it's a neat mix-up going for the spots occasionally, but I'm glad we only do it once a year.
Always great to have you here. We look forward to seeing you next one. Let's bring out the 2022 Bassmaster Classic champion from Dry Creek, Oklahoma, Jason Christie. 9 pounds even yesterday. Jason Christie with 5 fish here today. Nine pounds even yesterday. Today, 10 pounds, 7 ounces gives him 19 pounds, 7 ounces. Unfortunately, I don't know if that's going to be enough to go tomorrow.
No, it's not. It's just kind of been one of those seasons. Yesterday I made bad decisions. Today I made great decisions. Had the fish on to have a really big bag today. But there's just things that happen. Like the first day of practice, me and Gussie walk out of the house and there's a black cat laying on the hood of my truck. And it gives me goosebumps. But that's kind of how it's been. I mean, you get the bites today and you get them up to the next to the boat and they come off. But, if you fish long enough, you get in these cycles and you just have to, fish more and just keep doing it. Not doing anything wrong, just bad luck. So good time, nice and hot, but I'm sure we'll be back. Let's just come back like in March when it's cool.
So you're saying it wasn't your fault, it's the cat's fault?
It is, Gussie said that Chinese, that's good luck. I'm not Chinese, I'm Cherokee, and that's really bad luck. The old saying is you spit on the ground when you see a black cat, and I started spitting all over the yard. Every morning I get up, I was spitting, but she got the best of me this week.
All right, well, we look forward to seeing the next one. Let's bring out an Elite Series, a rookie, the only Elite Series angler ever to qualify from Maine. The main event, Tyler Williams. At 12 pounds, 14 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 12 pounds, 14 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today for Tyler Williams. 11 pounds, 4 ounces gives him 24 pounds and 2 ounces. He moves into 22nd place currently as we near the halfway point of our day 2 weigh-in. So sitting in 22nd place with 46 anglers already weighed, so it's going to be close.
Yeah, it was about 1 o'clock when I went from let me try to win this tournament to let me try to get to fish tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. I got a little bit of separation in the weights, so who knows? I was doing a lot of math backstage, and I still don't know. So we'll see.
Try to fire through it quick enough and get you an answer. From one Elite Series rookie to another, he is the 2023 Bassmaster Opens EQ Angler of the Year from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, JT Tompkins. 12 pounds, 10 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 12-10 after day number 1. This is the 7th stop of the Bassmaster Elite Series. The TNT Fireworks Bassmaster Elite. 12-10 yesterday. Better day today. 13 pounds, 15 ounces with 26 pounds and 9 ounces. JT Tompkins moves into 10th place currently. $26 pounds, 9 ounces, so you're having a good tournament, and it got better today.
Absolutely. Had a lot of missed opportunities yesterday, and just trying to get the steam rolling and going into the next day. I'm around a lot of fish. I'm rooming with Trey and Tyler, and we're all catching them pretty decent. And it's unfortunate what happened to Trey, but we're around the right fish, and just hopefully we can get out there tomorrow and put 5 of those right ones in the boat and make a run at this thing.
Looking forward to seeing you back here tomorrow. What a rookie season he had last year. Took an Elite Series title, another one to kick off this season from Japan, Kyoya Fujita. 12 pounds, 13 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 12-13 after day number 1. 5 fish here today for Kyoya Fujita. 5 fish, 4, 10 pounds, 3 ounces, gives him 23 pounds even. He moves into 28th place. It's going to be close whether you get to go tomorrow or not.
Yeah, I hope to fishing tomorrow. Yeah, today is tough, difficult for me.
Keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully you can sneak into tomorrow. We'll find it at the end of our way. In Alabama, I know you're going to get loud for one of your very own, a 3-time Elite Series champion from Auburn, Alabama, Steve Kennedy. Had 14 pounds, 2 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Put on an absolute show on Bass Live. An 11-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, and 3 times he has earned a Bassmaster Century belt. 14 pounds, 2 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today for Alabama, Steve Kennedy. 5 fish, 13 pounds, 8 ounces. He moves into 3rd place, just a pound 8 short of the overall lead, being held by Cody Huff with 27 pounds, 10 ounces. Steve Kennedy is in 3rd place currently. A great tournament you're having, but man, it's nerve-wracking watching you, and it kind of always is when you're getting them.
Yes, exactly. I'm fishing the way I like to fish. I'm getting a few early out there deep, and then I get to go play all day, and putting a few in the boat, missing a few. Anyway, one of those bites to me was pretty dang epic, and anyway, I didn't make them pay, so I hope I can get on them again tomorrow.
Looking forward to seeing how it works out for you. It's been a lot of fun to watch you. Gonna be able to watch him tomorrow on Bass Live. Next up, a 6-time Classic qualifier from Holt, Michigan. Let me hear it for Chad Pipkins. Had 10 pounds, 4 ounces yesterday. Unfortunately, a tough day today.
I brought you one.
Well, thank you. Thank you for bringing one. Lisa appreciates her not having to work so hard with you. 1 pound, 2 ounces gives you a total of 11.6 or something. Well, it doesn't really matter. Let's not even worry about that. But you were going north next. You got to be looking forward to those.
I'm excited to go north. Today was just one of those days. Like, I saw lots of guys catch them. They'd follow my stuff. They'd come off. It was just like the twilight zone. But it happens sometimes. All you can control is, controllables, your attitude and how hard you work. And so we're going to keep after it. And good things are going to happen. We're going north. And I think we need to go win Lake St. Clair in a couple weeks because we are so due.
I'd love you to win Lake St. Clair. Go do that. And the Bassmaster Opens win, and you're in. Speaking of winning, what a season he's having in the top 10 in our Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year race. A former Strike King College Bass champion, Jacob Fouts. Had 11 pounds, 7 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. Looks like a better day today. 11.7 yesterday. Today, 5 fish. 13 pounds, 3 ounces. Gives him 24 pounds and 10 ounces. And he moves into 22nd place currently. Good day today, 24-10, not bad. That's going to keep this Angler of the Year dream alive. And we're going to bodies of water that you generally do very well on.
Yeah, super exciting to get up north. But this is a tournament I've had circled all year long. It's one I've been really nervous about. Me and spotted bass typically don't get along. Even though I get to fish a way I like to fish out there offshore scoping, they still have always given me fits, but today was a good day. Actually got some good ones to bite. Yesterday was frustrating. Had a lot of big ones come up and look and just didn't get it. But looking forward to hopefully getting back out there tomorrow and seeing if we can't catch 15 or 16 pounds and get back in this deal.
We'll make it happen. We'll see you back here tomorrow. From Old Forge, PA, a former Northern Opens Angler of the Year. Let me hear it for Jonathan Kelly. Had 7.3 yesterday, 5 to add to that here today. £7 pounds, 3 ounces after day number 1. Day 2, 5 fish here today. 10 pounds, 6 ounces gives him 17.9. Going to get you some progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points, but unfortunately not going to be working the weekend this time around.
Yeah, today was all about just salvaging as much as I can, and I had a lot of fun out there. It was a good kind of get the morale back. You know, yesterday I had one of those days. We all have them. Just nothing would go right, couldn't connect, and it was a tough day on the water. So today was all about rebounding. I didn't have any big weight today, but caught a lot of fish, had a lot of fun doing it, and unfortunately we can't go fishing again tomorrow, but I want to go back out there, but I didn't have enough weight, but I'm looking forward to the northern swing. I'm so excited to get up there to New York, catch some smallmouth.
It's great to have you here. Great attitude. We'll see you at our next event. Let's bring out a two-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from North Carolina, KJ Queen. 10 pounds and 15 ounces to start the day today. 5 fish to add to that. KJ weighing into the traditional Bassmaster original theme song. Get some extra brownie points. I'd love to hear that. Right here in the birth state of Bassmaster, Alabama. 9 pounds, 7 ounces today. Puts him in 41st with 20 pounds, 6 ounces. Got brownie points for having a cool song and everything, and I appreciate that, but unfortunately I can't add any weight to you, and you're not going to fish this weekend by the looks of things.
Yeah, I don't think so. It ain't looking too good. You know, it might have been a little close if I wouldn't have been a minute late, you know, but, you know, that happens, I guess. I was going down the bank and threw over there and hung a big one, and it wrapped me up in a bush. Now, like, I knew I had just a little bit of time left. Sitting there fighting it. It gets me dogs when I go in there to try and get it out. Get my hands on it, it comes off. And then I look at my time, I'm like, crap, I ain't going to make it. But it is what it is. We had a fun week down here. Caught a lot of fish. Was able to get up real shallow and go look at them and have some fun looking at some shallow cruising fish. So looking forward to going up north though. Ready to go catch some big brown ones.
Forward to seeing you there. Safe travels. Next up, a former Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Corbin, Kentucky. Let me hear it for Mike Huff. 10 pounds, 4 ounces to start the day today. 5 fish to add to that. 10-4 after day number 1. 5 fish here on day 2 at the TNT Fireworks Bassmaster Elite. Day 12 pounds, 13 ounces gives him 23 pounds and an ounce. And he moves into 30th place currently inside the cut so far. We'll have to find out if it's enough to stay there. 23-1 moves him into 30th place currently. I hope it's enough, but it's going to be close.
It's going to be very close. I'm really fortunate to have what I had today. I had one little 15-incher at 1 o'clock and pulled on a little area and caught him in a hurry. So if I get to go tomorrow, looking forward to getting to go back to that spot.
Hope you get a shot. We'll find out at the end of our way. And let's bring an 11-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, an Elite Series champion from Brookville, Indiana, Dollar Bill Lowen. Had 10 pounds, 4 ounces yesterday. Unfortunately, 2 fish here today. $10-4 yesterday, 2 fish here today, 3-8 gives him 13 pounds, 12 ounces. He moves into 53rd, unfortunately outside of our cut, but he worked hard for him, and he's going to hold him high, ladies and gentlemen. Let me hear it for Dollar Bill Lowen. Unfortunately, a tough day today, but some great tournaments ahead here.
Yeah, we hope so, because these days at the office have been really tough here lately, but you know, that's fishing, and I stayed shallow and largemouth fished and had an opportunity at a giant bag yesterday and figured I could go do it again today. And about 1 o'clock when I didn't have nothing, I figured I better go out there and try to catch me 8 or 9 pounds of spots. And if I got to take anything away from today, I did catch the deepest fish that I ever caught. I caught one 54 foot on the bottom. So that was an accomplishment for me. But as you know, the tournament didn't go good for me. So if y'all are here tomorrow, come hang out at the Yamaha booth with me, and somebody teach me how to catch a fish on this lake.
I'm sure many people will stop by. Next up, we have a Bassmaster Open winner. He's an Elite Series rookie. Originally from Nebraska, now makes his home in Texas. Let me hear it for Ben Milliken. The 402 Army is strong, and it's your birthday today?
It is my birthday today.
All right, well, let's get him, hopefully the birthday bass were nice to him. 12-15 yesterday, 5 fish here today. 10 pounds, 3 ounces, gives him 23 pounds, 2 ounces. puts him in 29th place, and then count of 3. Everybody say happy birthday, Ben. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully that makes you feel a little better. I hope it's enough to go tomorrow, is it?
It's going to be so close. Probably going to be within a couple ounces, if not. But, man, we had a fun day out there. It was a grind. Just happy that I ended up with a limit, to be honest. And what great support, all the 402 out there. My family, my wife, my mom, my aunts, my kids, thank you for coming out. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
I hope we see you tomorrow. Happy birthday. Always great to have Ben here. Next up, let's bring a 2-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier and a Bassmaster Open winner from Japan, Kenta Kimura. At 12-11 yesterday. 12-11 yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Kenta took a Bassmaster Open win in 2022, and today 11 pounds even gives him 23 pounds 11 ounces, and he moves into 27th place currently. 57 anglers into our 99 angler weigh-in. 23-11 in 27th place. Is it enough to go tomorrow?
It's gonna be close. It seems like a lot of guys figured them up, and you know I tried to look for the new fish, but I couldn't. So hopefully I can make it.
We'll keep our fingers crossed, and we'll find out here shortly. He's a 5-time Bassmaster winner from Somerville, South Carolina. Get loud for Patrick Walters. 11 pounds 5 ounces yesterday. Patrick Walters with 5 fish here today. Needs 7:10 to get inside the cut currently. More to stay there, obviously, till the end of this weigh, and 11.5 yesterday. Today, 10.7 gives him 21.12. He moves into 39th place currently with 21 pounds, 12 ounces. So this may be a very rare weekend off for Patrick Walters. 21-12, and you know I'd love to see you fish tomorrow, but I don't know if it's going to work out for you this time.
I don't think so. It was a grinder today, actually. At 1 o'clock I had 0. I was sitting on a goose egg. I went to go kind of swing the hammer on them, catch some big ones, throwing some big baits, fishing shallow, and then fishing some brush. And at 1 o'clock I didn't have them. I said it's time to turn around and go catch them. So ended up making a move, coming up here to Ryan Creek, and ended up catching all my weight in the last hour and a half. So we salvaged some points. I don't think it's going to be enough, but hey, that's fishing. You can't do good in all of them, but hey, happy to be here.
Oh, great to have you here. Next up, a 2-time Bassmaster winner, one in the Opens and one in the Elite Series from Fayetteville, Tennessee, the always lethal Brandon Lester. Brandon Lester joined by Shiloh on stage. We get knuckles? Boom. 12-14 yesterday, 5 fish here today. Today, 5 fish, 4, 12 pounds, 11 ounces. Gives him 25 pounds, 9 ounces. He moves into 19th place currently. And it looks like he's going to work on semifinal Saturday at the TNT Fireworks Bassmaster Elite. 25 pounds, 9 ounces. Looks like you're going to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so. I think that should be enough. You know, I'm just having fun out there doing things the way I like to do them. I love this lake. I know quite a bit about it. I fished here a pretty good bit. So, I don't know. You know, I've caught a lot of keepers both days. I just haven't run across that 4 or 5 pounder yet. And I know it's just a matter of time. So, we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Keep it rolling. See you back here tomorrow. See you, Shiloh. A 4-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, a Bassmaster Open winner from Mount Carmel, Tennessee, David Mullins. At 9:10 yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 9 pounds, 10 ounces after 1 day of competition. He's made 14 Bassmaster top 10s. 5 fish here today. 9:10 yesterday. Today, 11 pounds, 4 ounces. So a better day today with 20 pounds, 14 ounces. You're in 45th place, so that's good. The bad news is there's 40 more to come.
Let's go to the house. Thank y'all for coming.
All right, we'll see you at the next one. Let's bring out a 2-time FLW Tour winner, a 5-time Classic qualifier from Shelby, North Carolina, Team Toyota's Matt Harry. 12 pounds, 2 ounces to start the day today. 5 fish to add to that. 12-2 after the first day of competition. Today, 5 fish for Matt Airy. 12 pounds, 12 ounces with 24 pounds, 14 ounces. He moves into 20th place. Digging deep in that Crush City weigh-in bag. Let's hear it for Ranger Pro Matt Airy. 24-14, Matt, and I mean, you're having a great tournament, so congrats on that. I mean, you should be fishing tomorrow, but one of the coolest things about you is your daughters do this chalk art on your driveway every time before you leave for an event. They're getting incredibly good, or they're getting help. Like, they did an actual topo map, basically, of the entire lake here. Did they do that?
They had a little help. Oh. It wasn't for me, though. It was not for me, but yeah, they, I have fished, I don't know how many professional level tournaments, 120 something, 130 something, and 17 years now. It's my 17th year, and I have never left that driveway even before the girls were born. Excuse me, since the girls were born, without a chalk drawing in the driveway, and it's very special. But it's always themed to wherever we're headed, you know. So they did champ for Champlain last year, so she's gonna probably have to come up with something different this year. But yeah, it's a good tournament, man. I'm just out there doing the forward-facing sonar thing, shaking a little minnow around, and these fish, man, they're funny because they dart more than like a linebacker in the NFL, and you have to lead them. And every time you lead them, it's like shooting a dove, and then the son of a gun turns and shoots this way, and they're just fast swimmers. But just chasing them around out there like everybody else, but having a good time, catching 50, 60 fish a day, and going through about 15 or 20 keepers to try to cull up to 12, 13 pounds.
Well, keep it rolling. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning. His 50th season of competition. He's a 32-time Classic qualifier, a 16-time Bassmaster winner, 4-time Classic champion. From Ava, Missouri, the legendary Mr. Rick Clunn. Had 8 pounds and 9 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Eight pounds and 9 ounces after 1 day of competition. Rick Clunn's 50th season of competition. This is his 503rd Bassmaster event, I believe. 11-11 gives him 20 pounds and 4 ounces. So he's inside the cut currently, but most likely not going to stay there. In 49th place currently. Let's hear it for Rick Clunn, ladies and gentlemen. 77 years old, his 50th season of competition. Truly an inspiration, but unfortunately, unless you can convince the other 39 anglers not to weigh in, not going to make it this weekend, Rick.
No, I'm not. And I ought to be winning this thing. You know, it's a tough tournament, but I'm fishing for largemouth, which nobody else is doing. And when you're not getting many bites, execution is even more important than normal. And yesterday, I had a 5 right at the boat. I only weighed 3 fish yesterday. That 5 would put me in the top 10 instead of 90th. That's how close these tournaments are. That one fish made 80 place difference. And today, my first fish was a 3 to 4, and she come off. So we all talk about losing them, but I pride myself on not losing them, and I did. So nobody to blame but myself. Glad to see you here.
Good to be here, and we'll see you at our next one. Keep the noise going, ladies and gentlemen, for a 2-time Bassmaster winner and 8-time Classic qualifier. From Fort Worth, Texas, the Zaldangerous one, Chris Zaldane. Chris Zaldane had 11 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. Looks like a better day here today. Let's get him inside the cut. Needs 8-13 currently, more to stay there, and he's got that. 5 fish here today, 12 pounds, 14 ounces with 24 pounds. 3 ounces, you're in 26th place, and I would imagine going fishing tomorrow, Chris.
Yeah, better day today. You know, we scrapped and clawed our way. I love spotted bass fishing, but I like it in February. Not because of the weather, but that hot water does weird things to these spotted bass. And Dave, I got to ask you a question. As a Canadian, did you catch that debate last night?
No, I didn't. I was at my son's graduation.
Oh, yes, that's right. Congratulations. Well, you missed out on a lot of entertainment. Did anyone else catch that debate last night? Yeah, a couple of claps. That's all I got.
That was the punchline?
I guess so. Yeah.
All right.
Looking forward to tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Next up, we have a 4-time Bassmaster winner from Longview, Texas. Get loud for Lee Livesey. £11 pounds 6 ounces. 5 fish here today. He needs 8.14 to get inside the cut currently. More to stay there. 11.6 yesterday was right at the cut after day number 1. Let's keep him in there. 5 fish today. 10 pounds, 6 ounces puts him in 42nd place with 21.12. And we'll have to see if it's enough, but I don't know if it is going to be.
No, we're going to be right outside of it. You know, just never got it this week. Never figured anything out. Never felt it. Never got in the groove. Caught a lot of fish, and I think that was my problem. I was just catching a lot of little fish the wrong size, and didn't have any history or any knowledge. You know, I didn't learn much in practice on where to catch those better than average fish. But I caught a ton of fish, man. If you're here looking to catch some fish on a minnow style bait, a net bait super twitch infused with bait fuel, man, I caught a couple hundred bass on it this week. So go out and get you some net bait super twitches and have some fun. We're going to go to the house, see if we make it. If we don't, head back to Texas, see the wife and the baby. Thank y'all.
Always great to have you here. Next up, a 2-time Elite Series champion from Panama City Beach, Florida. Get loud for Drew Benton. Drew Benton had 13 pounds, 4 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. He needs 7 pounds, 2 ounces to get inside the cut. More to stay there, obviously, till the end of the weigh-in. Today, 13 pounds, 4 ounces, so another good day. He moves into 12th place with 26 pounds, 8 ounces. And let's make a cute picture here. 26 pounds and 8 ounces. And Drew Benton going to be fishing on semifinal Saturday. And man, back-to-back 13s. That's pretty impressive on this body of water this time of year.
Yeah, it looks good, but about 10 o'clock I had one, and I looked as confused as Joe Biden did on the show last night. So we scrambled around and made it work, and, you know, this place is a grind right now, fishing the way I'm fishing. I'm not getting a lot of bites, but the quality's there. If I can just figure out how to get 1 or 2 better bites, we'll be right back in the thick of things.
Your joke went over so much better than Chris Zaldain, so you beat him at that. Next up, we have a 2-time Elite Series champion from Salem, Virginia, the cruise missile, John Cruz. 8.15 yesterday, 5 fish to add to that today. $65 anglers into our 99 angler weigh-in. Going to find out who our top 50 are. 9.2 gives him 18.1. Unfortunately, John Cruz outside of the cut this time around in 59th place currently. That's a cute one. Why did you hold it like that, John?
Everybody holds them the same way. You gotta be different.
Oh, okay. Well, you nailed that.
Hey, I'm glad you're here, Dave. We know that you had a special occasion you had to stay home for. We congratulate you on that. But
I had nothing to do with it. My son did all the work.
But you did some work about 18 years ago that helped.
It was exhausting.
But yeah, it's good to have you, buddy. And congratulations. If you don't know, he always makes us look good. So I'm going to make him look good today. You want to congratulate Dave. He just got 400,000 subs on YouTube, which is unbelievable. And the majority of those videos that I've seen are your podcasts, to where you're making us look good again. So thank you and congratulations, buddy.
You guys are an easy group to make look good, so thank you very much.
Well, I do want to say one thing. It's almost 4th of July. I got a bunch of TNT fireworks waiting for me at home, and we're gonna blast those things off. So everybody, be careful, be safe, and I'm not making it tomorrow. Bye.
Safe travels. Enjoy the fireworks. Next up, a 7-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from North Carolina. Let me hear it for Brandon Card. 8 pounds, 5 ounces. Yesterday, 5 fish to add to that here today. Needs 12.8 to get inside the cut currently. 10 pounds, 14 ounces gives him 19 pounds, 3 ounces. He moves into 58th place currently. Let's hear it for Brandon Card, ladies and gentlemen. 19.3. Unfortunately, outside of the cut this time around, but some great fisheries ahead of us in just a little over a month.
Yeah, definitely. And,
I'm stoked about gaining some AOY points back. Yesterday was pretty tough, so hopefully we'll bump back up there and finish out the year strong up north. Can't wait to go up there and catch those big, beautiful smallmouth. And I'm actually coming up in your neck of the woods in about a week, Toronto, going to visit some friends.
Oh, wow. We'll hook up. We'll go out. Want to go out and party, or?
Yeah, might as well. Why not? And your son just graduated too, right?
Yeah, he's all for partying.
There you go. Let's do it.
All right, I'll see you there. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring in a Bass Nation national champion from Honolulu, Hawaii. Say aloha to Matty Wong. 11 pounds, 11 ounces yesterday. 4 fish here today. Needs 9.2 to get inside the cut currently. £6, 5 ounces. With 18 pounds even, he moves into 61st. So a tough one, Matty, but I know you're looking forward to the next two.
Yeah, whenever I get to jump in the big water and with smallmouth, I'm really looking forward to that. But it was my first time to Smith, so I feel like as much as I didn't perform like day one, I feel not bad about it. This place is really tricky, especially with all the boat traffic and all the pressure. But everyone that's local to this place, it makes you a better fisherman, being able to go and face adversity and then to figure out how to get them to bite. I was catching all my fish on topwater this week, and I had to minnow up a couple fish today. So either way, it was a grind, and the bass cat ran good, with the yami ran good, and every single fish was alive this week. So making sure that all the fish were healthy and happy was my top priority. But I just want to give a shout out to everyone that supports me, all the Alabama Bass Nation guys. I really appreciate you guys coming out, and everyone back home, the Ventura County Bass Club, and everyone in Hawaii and across the world. You guys, it means a lot for your support. So we'll catch you guys in New York.
See you there. Safe travels, my friend. Always great to have you here. Let's bring out a West Coast angler, from Maryland. Let us bring up a 3-time Bassmaster winner, Brian Schmidt. 9-10 yesterday. Today, 5 fish. Thought it was Brian Smith coming up, but it is Brian Schmidt. And for proving that I'm a practical joke, they always weigh in close to each other, so it's easy to confuse them. 12 pounds, 4 ounces today, so a better day today. Gives him 21 pounds, 14 ounces inside the cut, currently in 43rd place. $21.14, so in 43rd. Not sure it's going to be enough, but you got a few minutes here. Hopefully it's enough.
It would be nice. We're going to be just a little short, I believe. Yesterday's what bit me. I made a big gamble. It didn't work out. Today I caught a lot of fish, had a lot of fun. Just trolling around, chasing them. So I heard Matt saying how fast they are. I had to turn my troll motor on 100. I would see this wolf pack, and as fast as you could troll, they just keep going, and they turn. If you could ever get in front of one, you could get them to bite. Caught a pile today. Missile bait spunk shad on a Hayabusa jig head. Just chased them down, caught a bunch. Wish I would have done this yesterday, man.
Tough break, but we look forward to seeing you at Champlain, where you have won before. Let's bring out a 5-time classic qualifier, a Bassmaster Open winner from Kentucky, a man more slick than an ugly stick. Let me hear it for Matt Robertson. 11 pounds even yesterday, 5 fish here today. Needs 9.14 to get inside the cut currently. More to stay there with 30 anglers left to weigh in. 11 pounds even yesterday, today looking for 9.14. 12 pounds and an ounce with 23 pounds and an ounce. He moves into 37th place. So we'll have to see how it all shakes out. Inside the cut currently, let's hear it for Matt Robertson. 23 pounds and an ounce, so better day today.
Yeah, a little better day today. Decided to make a little ballsy move at the end of the day and ran about 20 minutes and caught 2 or 3 good ones, and it paid off. And hopefully we're fishing tomorrow. We're going to go to this pizza place Luke Palmer said something about, have some margaritas, and yeah, I want to thank my buddy Willie. I don't see him out here, from the wood shop. He brought my son up here. He's been up there building cabinets with him, and brought him up there in the boat and drug him and my wife around the lake. So I want to thank them. And yeah, hopefully we fish tomorrow. It's been a rough year, and hopefully we make the cut.
Hopefully you sneak in there. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning, hopefully. Let's bring out a two-time Bassmaster winner, a former Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year from Newmarket, Minnesota, the amazing fighter man, Seth Fighter. 9 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. Looks like a better day here today. Needs 11 pounds, 13 ounces to get inside the cut currently. He's got 5 fish here today. Day 2, TNT Fireworks Bassmaster Elite at Smith Lake. And today, 14 pounds, 7 ounces. A critical day for his season, and he delivers in 31st place with 23 pounds and 12 ounces. And that right there is a major reason why. A much better day today, and critical Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points head his way. We're going to weigh this one for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Needs to be better than 4.7, 4.4. Not going to take that over, but I'm sure you're still pretty happy with what you did out there today, Seth.
Yeah, I needed that after yesterday. I only have 9 pounds, and yeah, I just went and fished all I wanted to fish, and caught a big one on a frog for the.
What? A big one on a frog what?
For the boys.
Oh, for the boys. Oh, okay. All right. Well, sorry, I just need a little translation, that's all. Let's bring out another angler who's a 2-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Georgia. Let me hear it for Mark Frazier. 13 pounds and 5 ounces yesterday, so had a big day yesterday. 13 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 10 pounds, 7 ounces gives him 23 pounds and 12 ounces. You're in 32nd place, and I think you're going fishing tomorrow.
I hope so. Today was a lot tougher. I could not believe how tough it was, but man, I didn't have anything at 11:30, so I'm very, very thankful.
We'll fire through this weigh-in quick and get you an answer. Always good to see you guys. Hopefully see you back up here tomorrow. Representing the Bass Nation from New Hampshire, it's Doobie time. Let me hear it for Tim Doobie. 11 pounds, 14 ounces to start the day today. 5 fish to add to that. Good to be here. 5 fish here today. 9 pounds, 11 ounces, puts him in 49th place with 21 pounds, 9 ounces. Unfortunately, outside of the cut when this all finishes.
Yeah, I went out there and just tried to catch as much as I could today. Couldn't make them bite for whatever reason, but these guys are the best in the world, and it's really, really tough sometimes to compete with them. I do want to give a quick shout out to my good buddy Joe back home. Him and his wife just had a brand new baby last night.
Well, congratulations to Joe and his wife, and we look forward to seeing you at the next one. I know you're going to get loud. He's the back-to-back Bassmaster Classic champion from Coleman, Alabama, Jordan Lee. 11 pounds, 6 ounces yesterday. Today, 5 fish, needs 10 pounds even to get inside the cut. Currently, more to stay there till the end of the weigh-in. A former Strike King College Bass champion. Today, 12 pounds, 10 ounces in 30th place with 24 pounds even. It looks like Jordan Lee's going to be fishing with us on semifinal Saturday at the TNT Fireworks Bassmaster Elite. Right here in his hometown of Coleman, Alabama on Smith Lake. Jordan, a critical day today, not just for this tournament, but for this entire season, obviously.
It was a massive day. I had one fish today that just really changed probably my whole year, honestly. Changed my tournament, changed my whole year. You know, I lost a couple nice ones today. It would have made a massive difference, but I was fishing down a bank, and I was looking around with an active target, and I saw a school, and I had some good fortune. I had one miss it and then caught my biggest fish of the day, which was like a 3.5. And that's how this lake is. You can have good fortune and bad fortune just as easy. But man, it feels good to make the cut here at home. I really wanted to fish 3 days at least here. I would have been devastated probably if I didn't. But I'm excited about getting out there. Just want to say hey to my family that's out here in the crowd. My wife's grandmother is 94 years old. Flew up from Florida to come hang out and to come to the tournament. And she's right over there in the toilet booth. I just want to say I love you and thanks for everybody for coming out.
Very cool. We'll see you back here tomorrow. A 9-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Gainesville, Florida, Bernie Schultz. Bernie had 3-2 yesterday. He says he has. You have more than one fan, Bernie. They're just. It's hot out.
I identified one fan today.
He says old guys stick together. Is that a compliment or an insult?
Could be both.
7-3 gives you a total of 10-5. Unfortunately, not going to be working here this weekend, but you got a fan.
I'll be working. I'll be at the Power Pole booth tomorrow, and I'm going to do Bass Live Mix. I don't know why they want me to do that because I didn't figure anything out this week, but I'm going to tell a few stories tomorrow. I'll be on at 11:30, so if anybody's watching, you got nothing better to do, tune in. All right?
I'll be tuning in. Always love to hear you, Bernie. See you back here at the next one, and we'll see you in Bass Live tomorrow. Let's bring out an Elite Series champion and a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Benton, Arkansas, Stetson Blaylock. 12 pounds even yesterday. He needs 9.9 to get inside the cut currently. More to stay there to the end of our weigh-in, obviously. 75 anglers into our 99 angler weigh-in, and Stetson Blaylock, 5 fish here today. 11 pounds, 10 ounces in 35th place with 23 pounds, 10 ounces, and he should be part of our semifinal Saturday field. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Stetson Blaylock, 23.10, and that should be enough to fish tomorrow. You got 15 spots of cushion, so I think it's enough, right?
I don't know. I came in a few minutes early just trying to keep those fish alive, and I succeeded. So didn't have a dead fish all week. That bass cat kept them all good and alive, but you know, it's going to be real close. I wanted to stay out there and fish, but when you're coming down to ounces and places, and you can't take that chance, so hopefully it'll be enough to be close.
Find out at the end of our weigh-in. We'll fire through as quick as possible. Let's bring in a 4-time Bassmaster winner from North Prince George, Virginia, Jacob Perosnik. 4-time Bassmaster winner and took a win right here on Smith Lake a few years ago. In the Bassmaster Opens, had 10-4 yesterday. Looking for 11 pounds, 8 ounces to get inside the cut currently. 10-4 after one day of competition. 11 pounds, 7 ounces. He is in 51st place, so unfortunately, well, I mean, at least you know.
Yeah, that's always a bad thing. But, you know, I mean, I caught just about every one that I caught, you know, that bit me. You know, I never had any, you know, misfortune or anything. Yesterday on live, I did have one decent one break me off right there at the bed. But other than that, I just never got around one of those great big ones, and that's what sets you apart on Smith Lake. A couple 4-pounders in this tournament is the difference maker. But it's always a great place to come. I've had a lot of good luck here at Smith Lake, and hopefully we'll get to come back. Just hopefully not in June. You know, it's just, you know, way too hot to be here this time of year. But thanks to all my sponsors. Love y'all. So we'll see y'all. We're going up north. That's smallmouth. That's big rocks, so they don't move. You know, all that.
Okay, well, we'll see you out there, those big rocks. Here's a guy who rocked that northern swing last year. He is your reigning Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year, 2-time Elite Series champion from Arkansas, the Cowboy Joey Cifuentes. 11 pounds, 14 ounces yesterday. Today, 5 fish needs 9.14 to get inside the cut currently. 5 fish here today, looking for 9 pounds, 14 ounces. 10 pounds, 14 ounces, so a pound in the right direction. He moves into 46th place with 22 pounds and 12 ounces. Let's hear it for the Phoenix Mercury Pro and our reigning Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year. 22-12. I want you to go tomorrow, but we'll see what these guys do behind you here.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Man, I had some bad things happen to me today on the water. Not going to get into it, but it was, just some misfortune events, and it really cost me probably getting in there. But it is what it is. You know, fishing's tough, and I'm in one of them bad slumps. But I whipped up on them so bad last year that I just wanted to donate some money back. That's all. Just, there's a guy out there that needed to make a couple extra cuts, and that's what I'm here for.
I don't believe that at all, but you're being a great politician by the sounds of things. Next up, from Texas, a 2-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. Let me hear it for Brad Watley. 10 pounds, 7 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. 10-7 yesterday. Looking for 11 pounds, 5 ounces here today. 10 pounds, 7 ounces yesterday for the 2-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier. Today, 10 pounds, 14 ounces, moves him into 56th place with 21 pounds, 5 ounces. Let me hear it for Team Mercury's Brad Watley. So Brad, unfortunately, not going to make the cut this time around, but 2 great fisheries we're going to next, and you've done pretty good up north in the past.
Yeah, you know, you got to have a big bite here. I just never got a big bite this week, but it was still fun. I enjoyed it. I mean, I love fishing for spotted bass, but I am ready to head up north and get some of that cool air.
Lots of it up there. We look forward to seeing you there. Next up from Connecticut, a former Bass Nation national champion, a 2-time Elite Series champion, Paul Mueller. At 12.7 yesterday, 5 fish to add to that here today, looking for 9 pounds, 5 ounces to get inside the cut currently. These 9.5, 10 pounds, 14 ounces, so inside the cut currently in 36th place with 23.5. Hopefully it's enough.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I'm definitely around a bunch of fish. The problem is there's a lot of little ones, and they beat the big ones to the bait. So today I just couldn't get those bigger ones to bite. I could see them, and every time you catch them, the school kind of shuts down, and you got to let them reset, and then you got to find them. And it's a lot of fun, but it's stressful too. I mean, I caught a lot of fish today. My thumbs are all beat up. I'm seeing all these big stripers. I wish I could fish for them, I'll be honest with you, because there's some giant stripers in here. But hopefully we get out there tomorrow, and I think I'd catch a good bag of spots if I could weed through some of them little ones. Maybe I caught enough of them the first 2 days and bring in one of those 14, 15-pound bags tomorrow.
Hopefully we find out tomorrow. Next up, we got a 3-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, Bassmaster Open winner from Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. Oh, Bob Downey. 12 pounds, 7 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Needs 9.7 to get inside the cut currently. Waiting in our final 20 anglers here today. Want to thank everybody for coming out and tuning in. We've got to find out who our top 50 is at the TNT Fireworks Bassmaster Elite on Smith Lake here in beautiful Cullman, Alabama. Can't thank Cullman enough, our host community, and the great state of Alabama for 2 events here in our Alabama swing. 12 pounds, 6 ounces today. Gives him 24 pounds, 13 ounces. He moves into 23rd place. And old Bob going to be fishing on semifinal Saturday once again. He missed a tournament earlier this year due to his child being born, so his priorities are right. But he may do something pretty spectacular here this year. He keeps catching them like this, and you're on pace to make the Bassmaster Classic. And you gave him an event.
Yeah, we'll see. I figured I had to top 30 the rest of the events after the one I missed, and we're kind of on pace to do that. I probably fell off a little bit today. I don't know where I'm sitting, but close to that 30 line. So we got to catch them again tomorrow and still keep the classic hopes alive. Yeah, it's been fun this week catching them, you know, kind of how I catch smallmouth, suspended back home in the summertime. So it's been fun. Excited to make the cut and get back out there tomorrow.
We'll get rigged, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. takeoff time. Next up, we got a 5-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier from North Carolina, the Baby Shark, Shane LeHue. 10 pounds, 2 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today. Needs 12.3 to get inside the cut currently. 10 pounds, 2 ounces yesterday. 5 fish here today for Shane LeHue. Those 5 fish are weighing in at 11 pounds and an ounce, puts him in 59th place currently. And unfortunately outside of the cut this time around, Shane.
Yeah, I've had a rough year for my standards, but we get to go up north and catch some smallmouth. I caught an absolute pile of fish. I thought Lake Norman had a lot of 15-inch spotted bass, but this place might actually have more. I was really looking forward to this event. I live on a spotted bass fishery myself, but I wish I would have mixed it up. I picked up a tater hog glide bait at the end of the day, and I had 15-plus pounds follow it back to the boat. So I wish I'd have done that a little sooner, and because a big bite here takes you a long way.
Always great to have you here. We look forward to seeing you at Champlain. Let's bring up a 3-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, former Bass Nation national champion from Wisconsin, Pat Schlopper. Had 11 pounds and 6 ounces to start the day today. Needs 10 pounds, 15 ounces to get inside the cut and fish on semifinal Saturday. Only the top 50 fish on semifinal Saturday. TNT Fireworks Bassmaster Elite. 11.6 yesterday, looking for 10.15 today. 5 fish, 12 pounds, 8 ounces. He moves into 33rd place currently with 23 pounds and 14 ounces. And unofficially, it looks like old Pat Schlopper going to be fishing with us on semifinal Saturday. Unofficially, It's not official till it's over, but it looks like you're going tomorrow. You feel good about that?
Yeah, yep. I'm hoping to get to go. It was, a pretty tough day, but got a couple key bites late in the day, so hopefully I can make it and go tomorrow.
All right, we'll find out at the end of a weigh-in. I know you're going to get loud, ladies and gentlemen. It's a two-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, former Forest Wood Cup champion from Clewiston, Florida, Scott Martin. 9 pounds, 14 ounces yesterday. 5 fish to add to that here today. Looking for 12-11 to get inside the cut. Already qualified for the Classic via his win in the Bassmaster Opens earlier this year. 10 pounds, 11 ounces with 20 pounds, 9 ounces. He moves into 65th place currently. Let me hear it for Skeeter Yamaha Pro, Scott Martin. 20 pounds, 9 ounces. Unfortunately, outside of the cut this time around, Scott.
I just want to throw something. I don't know what I'm going to do. Today was a frustrating, fun, but frustrating because it's like the amount of fish. We all have excuses as fishermen, right? The ones that got away, I could have won the tournament. Like, if I'd have caught everything I threw at, I'd be leading the tournament. But like 95% of the fish you throw at, they'll run up to your bait and swim away. So they're super smart. But I ended up catching 11 pounds. But, it was just not a good tournament for me. Thank goodness for Okeechobee in the win this year. But, I had 3 goals at the beginning of this Elite Series journey. That's to win a Blue Trophy, to win an Open, and win the Bassmasters Classic. So I've checked one off the list so far. So we're just going to keep fishing as hard as we can. Hopefully pull off the other 2 one day.
Wait to watch those happen. Always great to have you here at the stage. Let's bring out a 2-time Elite Series champion from Greenwood, South Carolina, the COBB, Brandon Cobb. 10 pounds, 9 ounces yesterday. Looking for 12 pounds even here today to get inside the cut. Not a body language expert, but I don't know that he believes that he has that. 11 pounds, 15 ounces. He said 1 ounce shy before the weight came up, and he was exactly right. I mean, you're good at guessing your weight, just on the wrong side of the cut.
Yeah, I weighed them, so I pretty much knew what they weighed. But man, this tournament was a weird one. I spent probably 5 hours a day fishing shallow because I had one really big day shallow in practice, and I just wanted it to work so bad. And I caught 10.5 yesterday in 3 hours, 11.5 today in 3 hours. So guess I probably should have stuck it out deep like everybody did, but I don't regret it because I feel like I tried to do what I know a lot of big fish are being caught doing. I just couldn't put it together. So excited to get Champlain and try it again.
Always great to have you here. We look forward to seeing you up at Champlain. Let's bring on Elite Series champion and a 3-time Classic qualifier from Raceland, Louisiana, Tyler Rabat. 7:15 yesterday. 5 fish here today. 10 pounds, 8 ounces gives him 18.7. Unfortunately, not holding much up here this week. But hey, you got your family here. Great cheering squad as always. And next week there's going to be a lot of fireworks.
Yeah, I'm ready for that. It's a long 3 weeks. I'm ready to get back home, sit on the sofa, and eat some good food, and actually go to the gym because the gun show's turning into the gut show right now. So I ain't been eating too good. I ain't been going to the gym, so I need to get back on that. It's been too hot. Fishing wasn't good for me here, so hopefully I got a couple more points because I was almost dead last yesterday. So hopefully this helps out and I don't really get to the bottom.
All right, well, we look forward to seeing you up at Lake Champlain. He's the back-to-back Bass Nation National Champion, won an Elite Series event last year in his rookie season from Alabama, Will Davis Jr. 10 pounds, 2 ounces yesterday. Needs 12.7 to get inside the cut here today. 5 fish here on day number 2. TNT Fireworks Bassmaster Elite needs 12.7, 10 pounds, 14 ounces. With 21 pounds even, he moves into 64th place. And unfortunately, Will Davis Jr. not going to be fishing on semifinal Saturday. But give this guy a little love. Represents this great state all year long. Tough one being in your home state. Obviously, you want to make all these cuts, but man, to hear that cheering squad out here for you, that's got to feel pretty good.
Man, yeah, that's a blessing to have my family come out and watch me weigh in, man. Without them, I couldn't be able to do this. But man, it's been a grind this week. I never got in on anything, you know. And I missed you yesterday, Dave. I mean, you know. But we're gonna regroup and go up north and see what happens. But you know, I had to pull out the old faithful Davis shaky head green pumpkins, little wheel shaky head, and that's how I caught them all this week. But besides that, man, I never could get the big ones figured out, and so it is what it is.
Sorry I let you down yesterday. I'll try not to do that the rest of the year. Next up, a former Bass Nation national champion and 3-time Classic qualifier from Louisiana. Let me hear it for Caleb Summerall. 2 Bass Nation national champions in a row. Had 11-11 yesterday. Needs 10-14 here today to get inside the cut as we wind down our weigh-in here. Day 2, TNT Fireworks, a Bassmaster Elite. Once again, got to thank Coleman, Alabama, our great host community here this week. 11-11 yesterday, looking for 10 pounds, 14 ounces here today. 5 fish, 10 pounds, 13 ounces. 1 ounce short of the cut, moves into 52nd place currently with 22 pounds and 8 ounces. So a close one, Caleb, but you're going to maximize in some progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points.
Yeah, nope, it's not the finish that I wanted. I had a really tough day today. I think I was sitting on like 7 pounds at like 1 o'clock and really just kind of hit some new areas and caught a couple good 2-pounders and just never got that 3+ pound bite that you really need here to carry you through, you know, getting some good points here. I mean, you can look at the leaderboard and it's like literally 22-11, 22-12. It's stacked. So it was hot. It'd be nice to sit in AC tomorrow. I can say that at least. But we're gonna get off the stage. Let the rest of these guys weigh in. Thank everybody watching.
Always great to have you here. We'll see you at our next one. Let's bring on Elite Series champion and 2-time Classic qualifier from Temple, Texas, Frank the Tank Talley. Frank Talley had 9-12 yesterday, 5 fish to add to that here today. He needs 12-13 to get inside the cut. He says no. 9 pounds, 12 ounces yesterday, 5 fish for Frank Talley here today. 9 pounds, 5 ounces gives him 19 pounds and an ounce, and he moves into 77th place. Unfortunately, Frank Talley not going to be fishing with us this weekend, but always great to have him here on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Let's hear it for Team Mercury's Frank Talley. So, Frank, a tough one, 19-1, not going to fish this weekend, but some great events ahead of us this season.
Yeah, Dave, first off, congratulations to your son and your family for his graduation. That's a milestone, and, you know, I mean, we all have it done, and when they do it, you're proud of them. Maybe the next step's college, who knows. But, you know, I've been doing this a long time, and I just take the good with the bad. There's no drama. Just having a good time out there. If I catch them, I catch them. If I don't, I don't. The competitive edge is still there, but sometimes you zig when you should have zagged. But all in all, I can't wait to see my grandkids, Axel and Colton, my wife, Christy, my son, Chi, and my daughter, Destiny.
Always great to have you here. Thank you for the kind words. Safe travels. Next up, a 8-time Bassmaster Classic qualifier, 3-time U.S. Open champion from Payson, Arizona, the Golden Ram, Clifford Perch. Had 12-12 yesterday. Needs 9 pounds, 13 ounces to get inside the cut. Less than 10 anglers left to weigh in here on the day 2 weigh-in. TNT Fireworks, a Bassmaster Elite. 12-12 yesterday, 10 pounds, 8 ounces. Today moves him into 39th place with 23 pounds, 4 ounces. He has unofficially punched his ticket into semifinals Saturday. 23 pounds, 4 ounces in 39th place, and we have less than 10 anglers left to weigh in, so it looks like you're going fishing tomorrow.
Oh, I was sweating back there. We're all sweating, but I'm thankful. I needed every bite I got this week, and man, that was a blessing. So I'm excited to go back out there. I enjoy spotted bass fishing, but boy, is it hot. So I did lose a giant one yesterday. I lost a giant largemouth in a tree, and I went back to that tree today, and I hooked one. Dang, like a 10-pound flathead. So I was really disappointed. I thought I'd kind of caught that fish and really was going to move way up, but maybe tomorrow. So I'm excited to get to go again.
You're going to get a shot. We look forward to watching it go down. 6 a.m. takeoff time. Alabama, let's hear it for one of your very own. He's an Elite Series, a rookie. Let me hear it for Logan Parks. 11 pounds, 13 ounces, hot off his first top 10 on the Bassmaster Elite Series at our event 2 weeks ago on Wheeler Lake. 11-13, yes, he needs 10-15 to get inside the cut. 11 pounds, 3 ounces inside the cut currently in 47th place. So this is going to be close. He's got 3 spots of cushion. $23 pounds even. You're in 47th place right now, and it is going to be close.
Woo! Man, I told myself if I could get to 23, I'd have a chance to go fishing tomorrow. And I hope I get to, man, because I finally got some big bites I was looking for, and none of them made it in the boat today. So we know where some are, and I'd love to go out there and fish for them again tomorrow. But either way, it's just a blessing to be here in the home state of Alabama. And shout out to my parents, my beautiful fiance for coming and supporting me, and love you guys. Thank y'all.
Always great to have them here cheering you on. Let's bring out a former Dakota Lithium Rookie of the Year from North Carolina, 3-time Classic qualifier, Jake Whitaker. At 10 pounds, 8 ounces yesterday. Looking for 12-4 to get inside the cut. 9 pounds, 5 ounces with 19-13. Unfortunately, not going to make the cut here this week, but get some valuable Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year points and a little time off to spend with the family.
Yeah, man, I really tried to make the shallow game work this week, and I honestly had the bites to make the cut, and they're still swimming. So that's fishing, but all in all, it was a fun week. This lake is really cool. Doing a lot of just wolf packing going up the bank. It's it's a fun way to fish, but they can break your heart too. So we'll go home. We're gonna go up to St. Lawrence River next week. Go have a little bit of fun. So that'll be a good time. We'll see y'all at Champlain.
I'm sure you'll enjoy yourself up there. Next up, a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion from Chattanooga, Tennessee, Buddy Gross. Had 8 pounds, 4 ounces yesterday. Looking for, last night there's like a poll on your Facebook whether you should shave or not. Is it?
It might be gonna happen. It might be gonna happen. I gotta do something to change this look.
9 pounds, 10 ounces today gives him 17-14 and puts you in 85th place and may have qualified you for a shave.
Yeah, it probably did, but I don't know. We're debating on it because it's just been a rough ride. It's been the last 18 months. We just can't catch them, but we're just gonna keep digging. Lord bless us with a limit today, anyway. So we're just gonna keep digging and see if we make it work.
Keep my fingers crossed for you. We look forward to seeing you at the next event. We'll see what you look like there. Let's bring up the 2023 Bassmaster Classic champion, the great Canadian snow leopard, Gussie Jeff Gustafson. 11 pounds, 5 ounces yesterday. Needs 11.7 to get inside the cut here today. Needs 11 pounds, 7 ounces. He's got 5 fish. $12 pounds even in 39th place with 23 pounds, 5 ounces. He's fishing on semifinal Saturday. 23 pounds, 5 ounces and sitting in 39th place. So good news, you're fishing tomorrow.
Oh, stressful. I had a couple die on me yesterday, and I worked a lot harder. You went through a ton of ice today and took care of them, and I thought that was going to cost me, but yeah, I'm happy. It's so hard to make. You wouldn't think it'd be that hard to make the top 50 in these, but these guys are all so good. It's hard, and yeah, I'm fired up. I love getting to fish for spotted bass. It's like everyone from down here when we go up north to fish for smallmouths. They're different, and I think they're pretty, and I like their attitude. So I'm looking forward to another day out there for sure. Good to see you back, buddy.
Well, good to be back.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll see everyone tomorrow.
All right, we'll see you then. All right, all the way from California, his second season on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Let me hear it for Bryant Smith. Had 12 pounds, 6 ounces yesterday. Needs 10.8 here today to get inside the cut. 12.6 yesterday. Looking for 10 pounds, 8 ounces. 12 pounds even in 27th place with 24 pounds and 6 ounces. He's going fishing tomorrow. We only have one more, Lisa? One more? I want to remind all our marshals we'll have a marshal meeting in about 15-20 minutes after weigh-in, so make sure to stick around and be sitting out front here. and find out if you're paired with Brian Smith tomorrow.
Oh man, it was a lot of fun. Me and my marshal, we had a great time. Caught a ton of fish. You know, it's pretty crazy. There's not a lot of places that you can come and fish in this kind of heat and catch as many fish as you can here. Fishing for spotted bass, you know, it's a fish that I love. We got a bunch of them back home, and they're a ton of fun, and I can't wait to go chase them around tomorrow.
You're going to get a shot. Look forward to watching it go down. We'll see you at 6 a.m. for takeoff time. Made a top 10 to our last event from Connecticut. Let me hear it for Alex Wetherell. At 9:14 yesterday, let's get him in back-to-back top 10s. But he's got to make the 50 before worries about the 10. At 9:14 yesterday, needs 13-1 here today. Today, 11 pounds, 5 ounces. Unfortunately, outside of the cut with 21 pounds, 3 ounces. So not going to make the cut this time around. But hey, made one top 10 in Alabama, and we're going to a couple of fisheries that I know you're probably looking forward to next.
Yeah, we're going up north, and definitely really looking forward to that. You weren't here yesterday, for good reason, but it threw me off a little bit. And yeah, you know, the mics were working, so, you know, that's kind of a nice thing, isn't it? Yeah, but yeah, so we're going up north. It was cooler.
Yeah, all of that made me upset.
It was great. It was great. You missed a great time, but yeah, I'm looking forward to going up. I'm sitting pretty good in the points right now, and just looking to move up a little bit.
Always great to have you here. We look forward to seeing you in Connecticut. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our Day 2 weigh-in. Before I read out our top 10, a very special thank you to Chris Bose for allowing me not to be here yesterday, covering my job while I could go to my son Jack's graduation. So thank you to everyone at B.A.S.S that helped make that possible. But here's your top 10. Your tournament leader, Cody Huff, with 29 pounds and an ounce. Behind him, Jay Shakurit with 28 pounds, 3 ounces. Followed by Alabama's Steve Kennedy with 27 pounds, 10 ounces. Followed by Robert G., Corey Johnson, Takuhitu, Alex Redwine, Justin Hamner, Kyle Patrick, and Todd Otten. Round out your top 10, and hopefully tomorrow I'll remember